When your legs don't work like they used to before, and you have blisters all over your feet. Well, remember trying to walk 100 miles. 7 bloody laps on repeat. Cause anyway. Good day, fellow nutters. Today I'm going to be telling you the story of how not to walk 100 miles ever. I'd actually recommend don't do it. It all started one Wednesday afternoon. I was sitting in my kitchen working a desk-based job, not manual labour, 21st century kind of stuff. Had a long meeting in the afternoon, and then I get a big at the door. It's 6 o'clock and Ed arrives. We head straight out to the sauna, and I will clarify, it's sauna, not gym, because the next day when everyone turned up, they're like, you're about to walk 100 miles and you went to the gym? Aren't your legs gonna be knackered because last night you went to the gym? No, we just went to the sauna, we didn't go to the gym. We literally swam 100 meters, and I've got a dark secret to tell him. And I say to him, Ed, I've got psychosymptomatic pain in my legs, because I did. It was all anticipation, it was my brain building us up to that moment. Felt like my legs weighed 10 tons and they were on fire. And we're walking up from the sauna back to the changing rooms, and he says, H, I've got the same psychosymptomatic pain in my legs. Thank you for that one. So then we get home, we cook 100,000 kilograms of pasta, you know, gotta max out the carb energy in our body, ready for tomorrow. Get some sleep. I actually have a nightmare about smoking an entire cigar the night before, and somebody offers me some cigar, and I'm like, okay, we'll smoke the cigar. And then I realised the 100 miler starts in 2 hours, and I'm like, what am I doing? Anyway, I wake up from that dreadful dream. Everyone's rushing around the house, there's meetings, there's toast being rammed down our throats, there's eggs being fried, then there's knocks at the door, people start showing up, and we have a really lovely turnout. It's amazing to have all these people with us, and we take them on a lovely 10-mile walk through the Cotswolds. And that's it. Carrying the flag, having a good time, shooting the jokes, and pretty sharpish after they all leave, 5 of us head out for another lap. I'm joined by Ed, Patrick, Adam, and Will. We get about 3/4 of the way around that second lap, and Ed finally admits to us, guys, my feet are a bit sore. We take off his shoes and there's blood that's gone through his socks. And let's just say it looks like someone has taken a knife and sliced the back of his foot off. So we put on some blister plasters and we say, mate, you need to get some size 10 walking boots, not size 9 walking boots. And we get back to the house. I have about 5 pizzas. Ed has a very, very strong apple juice for the pain. It's really whiskey. And this is where the challenge really begins. So by this point, we've done a 10-mile lap and a 15-mile lap. So we've walked 25 miles. And let's just say that me, being the smartest individual in the world, decided to make a route that wasn't flat, but actually went up the second highest hill in the entire Cotswolds, 200 meters almost vertically upwards. It's like one of those right angle triangles, but where the horizontal bit is like a third of the size of the vertical bit, so you're actually walking straight up like that. And we're also, it's also getting dark, pretty sharpish. So we're walking up there, it's dark, it's cold, and the 4 of us carry on. So it's now just Patrick, Ed, Adam, and myself. We spend a couple miles, you know, trotting on through the dark forest. I feel like everyone's walking ghosts. We're all thankful we know where we're going, roughly, because I don't think any of us had the capacity to navigate. And it gets to the point in the last 5 miles of that 3rd lap, everyone is saying to me, H, can we take a break? Can we take a break? So it's all about stopping, getting a bit of food in us, just recovering the muscles a bit, and then going. By this point, I had a leg injury. Patrick was doing all right, he was pretty fatigued, Adam was generally fatigued, and Ed was in a lot of pain with his feet. We were all in the hurt locker one way or the other, and I remember, God, as we were coming back onto Lake Hampton Hill, on about mile 38, just coming to the end of the 3rd lap, I was like, guys, let's get a quick picture of the top of Lake Hampton Hill. And everyone was just on autopilot, like they weren't even reluctant, they were just like little ducklings following to the top of the hill. We take this picture, we try to smile, but everyone is really in a daze. And Patrick is actually parked halfway up Lake Hampton Hill, and Ed and Adam make the executive decision that they're going to get in the car and they're going to go back. So they finish at about 38 miles, and I walk down the hill and then I meet them back home. So obviously I get there about 10 minutes after them, and let's just say my house is starting to turn into a scene from the Crimean War. It smells of mud, blood, Ed's feet are dripping everywhere. Blimey, I mean, it was an injury and a half, and for him to walk another 15 miles on the condition of his feet. However, I downed some good old Uncle Ben's rice, because what else? Quick, easy, calorific stuff. And I head out at 3:30 in the morning to do lap 4. Yes, I'm a crazy nutter. Lap 4's okay. I was pretty kind of delirious at 4 or 5 in the morning, but as the sun went up, that was my saving grace. I get back here for 8 o'clock in the morning, having walked 55 miles, pass out on my bed, and wake up with searing pain in my legs. And from that point on, I don't really remember much about going out for lap 5. I just remember kind of rolling myself out of bed, getting myself down the stairs, telling myself that the pain in my legs would subside, and after putting one foot in front of the other, literally using the walking poles as my actual legs, I stumble up Lake Hampton Hill for the 5th time, break up there looking like a sweaty mess. For a while, the 100 miler looks possible. However, I know deep down I'm in a lot of pain, I'm in a lot of fatigue. You know, I've been walking for 30 plus hours at this point. I'm very sleep deprived, I'm hungry. You know, me being me, with my laser beam metabolism, I'm probably burning 400, 450 calories an hour going up and down this rugged terrain. God, that's like 2 cereal bars every hour. I'm not getting in that calorific intake, right? And that's extra calories above the 1900 I need for my basal metabolic rate. So I'm just not getting in the food. I finished lap 5, I look at my Strava, it actually says 117k, which is 72 miles. So I'm pretty impressed by that, but I would say at the time, I wasn't in any coherent state to kind of make decisions. I end up kind of passing out and wake up with even worse pain in my legs and decide that enough is enough. So I finished on 72 miles. I'm very, very happy about that. I don't think that this will be the last time that we do something like this. I do think that 100 miles is possible. So what will I do differently? I think the first thing is make sure everyone has got all the relevant kit and everyone is all good, geared up and ready to go and mentally prepared for how far it's going to be. I think the laps should be shorter and flatter. That is the key thing, flatter. As I was walking down Lake Hampton Hill at the end of the 5th lap, I was thinking in my head, I just want to walk around the town randomly to like complete the finishing 25 miles. I do not want to be going up Lake Hampton Hill for the 6th time. With shorter laps, it gives people that decision to make, so that if they are struggling halfway, they've only got a couple of extra miles to walk, not another 15. I want to say a huge thank you to everybody that came to the event. It was wonderful to have you. Huge thank you for the donations. We've raised £435 and counting for an incredible charity that does humanitarian relief all over the world. World Central Kitchen, a lot of great work in Ukraine. That flag came with us for the 72 miles, so thanks to everyone who was a part of it. It was a crazy, crazy adventure. I will let you know when I'm next organising something like this. It won't be for a while, but there is going to be some cool stuff in the pipeline in the future. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and never, ever walk 100 miles up steep Cotswold Hills.